Did Donald Trump just tweet about Epstein? Did those 4 words just shake the internet in minutes? A viral post is tearing through X, claiming the US president dropped a blunt 4-word message on Jeffrey Epstein, sending the internet into a meltdown. The line spreading like wildfire reads, "Stop talking about Epstein." Short, sharp, explosive. And within minutes, millions saw it, shared it, and reacted, turning it into one of the biggest trending topics online. But here's where it gets messy, because the post doesn't match Trump's known, documented stance on the Epstein controversy, a position he has voiced repeatedly over time. And yet, the internet didn't wait. Users jumped in fast, and the backlash hit hard. One reaction read, "Are you serious? It's like he actually wants to be even more hated daily." Another user wrote, "No amount of distractions are going to stop people from wanting justice. I'm so disappointed in Trump for his actions lately. He is not the man I voted for." Others went even further. "I would just take it as an admission of guilt." And another post framed it in even broader terms. The Epstein case is a crime against humanity. All perpetrators and accomplices need to be held accountable. The anger wasn't just about the words, it was about what people believed those words meant. Some users demanded transparency, posting, "Release all the documents and be transparent like you campaigned." But as the outrage surged, fact checks started catching up. Users began tagging AI tools, including Grok, to verify the claim. And the response was direct. No, this isn't a real Truth Social post from President Trump. The verification went further, stating clearly that after checking Trump's official profile, no such post exists matching that exact wording or screenshot. It added a crucial detail. While Trump did urge supporters in July 2025 to stop focusing on Epstein, calling it a hoax and a distraction, this specific viral version, the 4-word command, does not exist. According to the verification, the image circulating online appears fabricated, and that flips the entire narrative. Because what millions reacted to wasn't a confirmed statement, it was a viral piece of misinformation. Now, step back and look at the bigger picture. Trump has consistently denied any cordial or close relationship with disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein, distancing himself from the controversy on multiple occasions.
What did Jeffrey Epstein mean in his emails when he said you knew about the girls?
I know nothing about that. They would have announced that a long time ago. It's really, what did he mean when he spent all the time with Bill Clinton, with the president of Harvard, who you know, who that is, Summers? Larry Summers, whatever his name is. And Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years. But he also saw a strike because I was president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself. Give me a break.
That she and her husband are getting pulled into the Epstein matter to divert attention from you and that your administration has something to hide. What's your response?
I have nothing to hide. I've been exonerated. I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. They went in hoping that they'd find it and found just the opposite. I've been totally exonerated. In fact, Jeffrey Epstein was fighting that I don't get elected with some author, a sleazebag, by the way. And I've been totally exonerated. No, they're getting pulled in, and that's their problem. I don't know, they're going to have to see what happens. But I watched her in Munich, and she seriously has Trump derangement syndrome.
Do you think that she should publicly testify?
You know, I've been totally exonerated on Epstein, and it's really interesting because they've been pulled in. Think of it. They've been pulled in. Clinton and many other Democrats have been pulled in, yeah.
And the conversation doesn't stop there. At one point, even Melania Trump addressed the Epstein-linked speculation directly, responding to claims about whether she and Donald Trump were ever introduced through Epstein.
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania. The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000 at an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now. Be cautious about what you believe. These images and stories are completely false. I'm not a witness or a named witness in connection with any of Epstein's crimes. My name has never appeared in court documents, depositions, victim statements, or FBI interviews surrounding the Epstein matter. I have never had any knowledge of Epstein abuse of his victims. I was never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant, was never on Epstein's plane, and never visited his private island. I have never been legally accused or convinced of a crime in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking, abuse of minors, and other repulsive behavior. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. My attorneys and I have fought these unfounded and baseless lies with success and will continue to maintain my sound reputation without hesitation. To date, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me, such as Daily Beast, James Carville, and HarperCollins, UK. Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. Thank you.